Just wanna be myself. So girl, be yourself. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Go be yourself. That's what I be myself. And I know love it, better get back. I don't need any work that you get. Woo! Welcome to Take Center Stage. My name is Marissa Bludorn, and I am your host. I am super excited to have me tonight, this amazing gentleman. And I'm going to give you a little bit of information about him after I talk to you about where you're at. For those of you who are chiming in for the first time, this is the TCS Consulting LLC platform, Take Center Stage, and our magazine is called Own It, Life, Career, Business. Our firm is a life, career, and business coach. We work with individuals on finding their pathway to their passion. We work with professionals on career strategies, elevating opportunities. If they want to change and go from one career to the next, we work with them on strategizing to successfully make that change. We work with entrepreneurs on business strategies and business expansion opportunities. Our Own It magazine is just a way for us to give back, to give businesses, small businesses, subject matter experts an opportunity to have a platform by which they can consistently show up and have a voice, also to promote their business, their products, their services, their merchandising. And tonight, without further ado, this guest has been featured. It hasn't even been released yet. It's our annual Year at a Glance issue. It's all about reflecting on the year. Our business owners take the time to share with us their stories from this year, glory stories, victory stories, challenges and ways that they overcame, to inspire other business owners or career professionals on how to stay the course, not give up, cave in, or quit when challenges come your way. And this year we have had a major challenge and an extended challenge, one that could bring a lot of disparity and hopelessness and frustration. And that's why we didn't count it robbery to ask our business owners to share with us in this annual issue exactly what they went through. Also, the issue is designed to project. As we reflect, it gives us the opportunity to see what worked in the last year and what needs to be changed, addressed, and modified and improved for the coming year. It's also an opportunity for our business owners and subject matter experts to share with you what's coming up next for 2021. And so we're really excited about this issue. And when we dropped the December issue, that was 60 pages. And just imagine what the Year at a Glance is going to be. It's going to be filled with a lot of inspiration, not just talk, but we're going to show you how to walk, giving you strategies on how to press through the mess to get to God's best for your life. Without further ado, I want to share, before I bring him center stage with me, a little bit of a background on this founder and CEO, Damian Smith. He is the founder and CEO of Smith Enterprises. They are your promotional specialists. They have a full service printer, screen, silk screen, and embroidery company specializes in t-shirts, sports apparel, uniforms, jackets, and promotional products. Our focus is simple, and that is to make your marketing budget an investment with Smith Enterprises. And it provides services over the entire United States and has been in business since 1998. Their clients are no other than Temple University, Community College of Philadelphia, Advark Pest Management, United Healthcare, Roman Catholic High School, Motivation High School, and beyond. They service sororities, fraternities, basketball teams, and beyond. They are a busy enterprise, and we're proud to have with us Damian Smith. Taking center stage. Come on, Damian. Come on in with me.
How you doing today? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there. Yes, doing well. Thank you.
Listen, I'm checking you out. You must be getting it in with that big weight system.
No. I'm down in my little dungeon. I don't see nothing down here, so it gets you to focus on work.
Yeah, I know that's the truth. I wish I had that big equipment. I wish I had that big equipment behind me. I need to. I'm putting on pounds being hibernating in this daggone office all the time.
You got to get out. You got to get out.
Oh my God, I was just saying that. I was like, I have to make it a part of the routine because, you know, as business owners, when you work for yourself full time, you are constantly working. I know for myself, I constantly look up, and even today, I mean, it's Sunday. I normally make it a day of somewhat of rest. If I can to fit it in to have a day of rest, and then Monday is a day of rest as well. But today I just had to do a couple of things, and then before I knew it, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right, the time flies.
It sure does. It sure does. So, you know, thank you for taking center stage with us.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
I appreciate. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for becoming part of the family. Because, you know, when we spoke, I told you you're gonna be stuck with me.
I'm here. I'm stuck. I'm glued together.
Yes, yes, and I'm excited to have you. You offer, you know, you know, people take for granted until they actually see the finished product, printing and marketing products. And so when I came across, when we were researching to do, to have businesses in your industry in the magazine, it was nice to have someone local. Not that because you and I, even in our interview, had this discussion about the quality. Once you get it, it's like, you know, then it's a hassle now being with everything being online. It's really, really a challenge for the business owner to get quality products in a quick turnaround period. And then also customer service. When you're not satisfied with the product, with online services, you could be stuck.
Yes, true. That's true. I think one of the benefits of, especially with printed apparel, is just being local. Even if you don't connect and see each other all the time, the initial one time or the second time, so you kind of can set a precedence. And after that, you kind of automate it a little bit more. But initially, to know what the customer likes, because like you said, you're online and you can't feel the shirt. You can't. So to be able to do that, whether it be coming to your place or you coming to the factory, once you're able to facilitate that, then it's a little easier than moving forward to kind of automate it because everybody's on the same page. But no, even for us, when we do some stuff that we do outsource, that's a big sticking point because we can't control what goes down, but our name's on it now. So now we have to get behind it, even though we had no control over the outcome. So we like to stick with the majority of stuff that we do in house because we know we can control and manipulate the situation where we need it to be.
Right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I really want you to hear what he's saying, that he has his own facility, he has his own location, and how he does work on the location. And so that's very critical for our audience to really hear and understand. And just let us know where you're located.
So I'm located in 8 Deptford Road in Glassboro, New Jersey, 08028. We're about 5 minutes from Rowan's main campus.
Okay.
So we're right in that area right there. And right off of 55. You can go down 55 if you're in South Jersey, or 295. If you're coming from Philadelphia, you just cross over the Walt Whitman Bridge, 15-minute drive. You're right at the shop.
Yeah, I know.
So we're not as far. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you're not in Philly," but we're 15 minutes away. So it's. I mean, if you're located in South Philly, and you had to go to Cheltenham, it'd be the same distance, if not farther, because there's no highway actually to get back and forth. So we're right there, and we have to ship. It's obviously a day ship, so it doesn't impede the capability or the logistics of getting back and forth with the customer.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And that's awesome that you'll come to your customers too. Depending on the situation.
Right.
What services do you offer?
So we are a full imprint company, meaning that we do screen printing, and when we do embroidery, we do vinyl work, and we do fulfillment and design work. So the screen printing, just to kind of, it's your typical t-shirt that you see, whether it be Nike, Polo, and you see a graphic on it. That's called screen printing. It's the ink that's used to put the image, whether it's wording or graphic, onto the shirt. Then we use another application called vinyl, which is more like a paper type of material, kind of like an aluminum foil. But we cut it out. You can cut designs out, words out, and then you heat press that to a garment, or it be a shirt jacket, or whatever the case may be. And that's usually for polyester goods, numbers, some specialization and personalization. So we do that on spot occasions. That's not for everything. And then we do embroidery, like you're seeing wearing here, which is the stitching, which we embroider on hats, polo shirts, a lot of businesses, jackets, bags, fleeces, you name it. So embroidery is very, especially now with blankets and so forth, which is very popular embroidery. And then we do some design work. So we don't do a lot of it, but if you have a logo, if you have idea, we can add a little something to it, take away a little something to enhance it or give you the image or color scheme that you're looking for. So those are the three things we do in house. We do some fulfillment, meaning that we can bag it, tag it, and individually wrap it and individually send them out to different locations and people. So we can do that.
Okay.
If that's required. So we're able to do that. And that's the grunt of it. Most of the printing of like the cups and the mugs, we're part of an association where it's like a group of guys that print shirts, print mugs, print banners. We do a little bit of banners too in-house.
Okay.
And so we're able to facilitate a cheaper cost than you would get normally if you were to go out on your own and try to get it. So we also provide that service as well.
And so when you say banners, what size? Are you talking about like the backdrop banners or?
Backdrop banners, 6 feet by 8 feet, 4 by 6, 6 by 12.
Okay.
Big banners and shit, like big like billboard banners in the street. We don't do those though.
Okay. But
we can do some car wraps though too. We can do some car wrapping situation.
Okay.
If you need a car wrap, we did a wrap for Temple, matter of fact.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some Winnebagoes.
So you just mentioned it, one of your clients. So outside of Temple and community college, what are some of your other colleges? I mean, other clients. I saw you have some sports groups.
Yeah, so we work with a lot of you may have the Cherry Hill Health Racquet Club, the YMCA here in Philadelphia. We've worked with many times. We worked with UPS. We worked with the American Red Cross. So it's really a gamut of small to large businesses. I would say a lot of small business, people that have 20, 50, 100 employees. They're whether it be for employee, whether it be for some people are doing merchandising now. So for sale, employee benefits, giveaways, have been schools like the School District of Philadelphia, Catholic, charter, private. They're a big part of our business as well. And then we do, like I said, some sport organizations, your local volleyball team, basketball team, things of that nature.
Okay. Awesome. That is so good. What are your business hours?
So we're there Monday to Friday from 8:30 to 5:30. Those are typical hours, sometimes a little bit later. Saturday, it's on occasion. A lot of times Saturday is more for pickups or drop-offs. If you need to come pick up the shop and so forth. We do some work, but we're not manning the phones that day. Sometimes we're in there just printing and getting some stuff done. But Monday to Friday are the actual business hours, and from about 8:30 to 5:30, or 8:30 to 6, should I say, really.
Okay. And so what about quick turnarounds? Like, so I know for me, there's been cases where I like to use even the 12 by 12 banners. So you have the 6 by 12 backdrop banners. Right. What's your, do you have any like quick turnaround, kind of guidelines or anything like that?
We do. Depending on job flow and job schedule and times throughout the year, Christmas time, a little rough time, right before the school year starts, and late May, early June is a little bit of a crazy time. We can get things done, but it's a little tougher. But we do offer turnaround. Normal production is 7 to 10 business days. And the reason why that is because that allows us to order the goods, get them in, make sure it's the right goods, count, the right sizes, prepare the artwork, send you the artwork, you approve it, get the approval, then set it up to print it and then get it done, and then produce it and get it done for you. But if we need to do rush, we can do 3, 5, and 6 day rushes. Okay. Business days. So That means if you call Monday and say I need it Friday, there's a small charge with that, but we can get it done. We got to pay. It's just a charge to pay. To be honest with you, to pay the workers to stay later to get the work done.
Right.
So, right. So,
but and justifiably so, because it's about workforce management. It's about workforce management. It's also about time management too. Say your rush ain't my problem, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, and business owners and people that are doing this should understand,
right,
and really respect the fact that you're asking last minute. I don't mind a last minute charge. My biggest thing is if I need something last minute, my biggest thing as a business owner is to know that I can get it. That's
right
for me.
That's key with our business, because unfortunately everything's custom. So what you want is not what the next person wants. So you don't have the luxury of, we can, like, let's say we're selling Coca-Cola and just regular Coke. This restaurant, that restaurant, we have them, we keep making it, we just sending out Coke, but your Coke bottle is going to be different than the next Coke bottle. So, so you have to hone in on what you're doing as well from a quality standpoint as well. So you have to have enough time. And if you need more time yet, Alex, like you said, it has to be something that needs to be compensated for.
Right. Correct. It needs to be compensated for. And it shouldn't even be questioned, because
you'd be surprised.
No. And Damian, that's exactly why I'm saying it. That's exactly why I'm saying it. We cannot expect. I know for me, because like you said to me, it's like, oh, I didn't realize we were doing it tonight for sure. Right. And what did I say to you? I apologized and said to you, my team has been extremely busy. Right. We are extremely busy. Just last week, we dropped a 60-page issue. In about 4 more days, we're getting ready to drop a 100-page issue. We're busy. And besides the magazine, I do business coaching all day long. So we get busy, and we're trying our best to support our Black-owned businesses. We're doing pop-ups for businesses that have merchandising. So some of the businesses that we featured, they have merchandise. And me as a strategist, I'm like, oh no, we need to get you out there. We need to have you on air as much as possible, selling your product as long as you. So we've been doing that Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Okay. And so that's a demand. Like that puts another demand.
Yes, it does.
It puts another demand on my executive producer, Ashley. It puts a demand on, my team that markets for us. It really puts a demand. So I, as a business owner, there's no way if I need something last minute, I'm going to assume that I can get it and yo brother hook me up. No, we can't do that.
Right.
We're business owners. This is critical. The reason why I asked you about turnaround time and, last minute stuff is because when you think about event organizers, even though you have all the checklists in the world, there's always something that you forget.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to know that there are vendors, there are, companies out there that will honor a last minute rush.
I recognize, and it's just the nature of the business that there's going to be, sometimes rushes and things that need to get done in a quick time frame. Not everything's like, oh, we know we need it 2 months from now or 3 months from now. Most times it's a week, 2 weeks you're dealing with to get things done, and in some cases days. Right. I've had a situation where it's been a Monday and they needed it Thursday, and we had to still kind of get the goods in and everything else. So, you have those situations. So, and you just have to be able to adapt and be able to still put out a good quality product.
Yes. Yeah. And that's critical too, is that at the end that the product is quality, it meets the customer's expectations. But, just like you said, as business owners, we've got to be flexible, but our customers also have to know the demand and pressure they put on us when that happens. So the two parties have to work together. Benefits of imprint apparel and how it can help prospective clients' businesses.
Well, I think now there is more so than ever a proliferation of a lot of media. Social media platforms, commercials, the TV, like you said, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, it goes on and on now. Google, this, that. So I think one of the things that the product does, it can be a lasting advertisement. So something you give somebody, they can have, and they can kind of refer, because sometimes you get bombarded with so much stuff. They can now take it back. You go to a trade show, you take something back. Oh, this is kind of unique, and you take it back, and you can digest it, and then come back around to it. So I think that's a good value add. I think another thing is, like I said, people, you're talking about, you're working on around the clock. If you're walking through the mall, going shopping, I don't know, running the supermarket, and you have, a TCS jacket on, a black jacket and TCS on it, someone may say, "What's TCS to you?" or whatever the case may be, and that could also be, a conversation, so it can last. Besides that one sent out, email campaign or whatever the case may be. So I think those are some of the good things. And then you have a wide variety of things. We have the T-shirts, you have the mugs, you have banners, you have book bags, you have hand sanitizer, mask. Obviously, this year hand sanitizer. So those are all type water bottles. So these are all type of things that make promotional products have a fit in the marketing realm.
That's very good. You got me thinking over here. I'm like, okay, I need jackets.
Right. Yeah, you can do a lot. You can do quite a bit. And what makes sense, obviously.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like what I like to wear. I like hoodies. I love hoodies because they're nice. They're cute, casual. And then I'm also thinking about, and this is from my business. Jackets. Like the jackets, like the sports jackets. I'm thinking about that too. And when you said, look, I'm going into my own order. I want TCS on the front and then own it on the back.
Right. Yeah, definitely. We've done a lot of that.
Yeah. So, so do a shout out of your social media. I know it's tickering on the thing. How do people get in touch with you? How do they get connected with you? On all that good stuff.
So, Smith ENT Promos, that's the website.com. From there, you can upload and see a lot of the goods and services we offer. You can also request a quote. Sometimes some of the prices are actually right there on the website, but a lot of times it needs to be a little bit of a back and forth. They need to send us their artwork. Is it doable? In some cases, sometimes there's price discrepancies, meaning that if you do it one color, if you do it full color, it's a little cheaper if you do it one color, so forth. So you can get a custom quote on the site. And then another way to reach us is either through email. That's dsts@comcast.net. And you can send us an email request for anything you're looking for or any questions. We're able to help you there. And then obviously our Facebook and Instagram you have up here, Smith Enterprise, Facebook with Facebook.com/Smith Enterprise, and then IG Smith Enterprise at 3733.
Yeah. So I have a question for you too. What made you start doing this? How did you get into this industry?
Well, it actually started off of me going back and forth to New York, just getting basketball shorts and kind of just wearing them when I was on college campus at Temple. And then it kind of dwarfed or morphed, should I say, into us doing shirts to match the shorts. And then it kind of propelled from there. I had worked with another gentleman at the time, and he had access to a press, and actually had an uncle that had a press before, screen press. And we were able to get a used screen press from him and use that. And we kind of just slowly at first it was just, I would say, more like a side hustle initially. And it just kind of grew and like I said, morphed into, this is what I do full time.
Yeah.
So the first few years was a little bit back and forth and just kind of like dilly dallying with it. And then 2002 is when it became a serious business.
And so what made you stick to it?
That's a good question. There were times where I was looking to possibly leave. I think what happened really was I had some good momentum at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just kind of used that to kind of grow and build off of, and it kind of expanded, and then word of mouth. I think one of the biggest things is if you can do quality work and keep people coming back, that's a big key to success, especially in this business. And then I would say the last half dozen years or so, it's kind of like you know what you know, you know what you know, so
Mm-hmm.
you just got to stick with it. And then I saw growth as well, and so it kind of just made for a lot of synergy, a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, do you love what you do?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, it's kind of like one of those things that is at first you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around and do this. Had other aspirations, especially when I was younger. But then at the time when I was doing well with it, and I started to get known for it. So
Yeah.
it's something I started to stick with and kind of created, my own lane, should I say,
Mm-hmm.
with it, and just from there, just grew from there.
Wow. Wow. Well, it is such a pleasure to have met you. Like what I say it all the time, and I can't say it enough that the Own It magazine has taken my business to a different level of appreciation. To just in the last several months to be interviewing. The magazine is not meant to be a Black magazine, but that's what it's turning out to be.
Right.
Black owned businesses. And I can say that I'm really appreciative of whatever direction it ends up. I'm really just appreciative to be able to come across some very, very quality people, business
Right.
and professionals such as yourself, because sometimes you don't get to see in quantity, you don't get a chance to see all of us. Um,
Right.
and not only do you not get a chance to see all of us, you don't get us to see how professional we are and how serious we are and the integrity and the heartbeat that goes behind our companies. And so that has been so rewarding to me. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just super excited. I know you'll be in the magazine throughout the coming year, and I'm looking forward to the partnership, taking time to identify what it is our company will need
Right.
as far as products and services.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
definitely, because I have yet to design my mug and my t-shirts.
Right.
Like I have one t-shirt company that she's helped me phenomenally well with.
Right.
But there's so much more that I am looking to do, and I'm looking
Okay.
forward to working with you. And it'll also offer, as you had mentioned, our people some kind of partnership, pricing. They gotta
Right.
come. They gotta come with.
We open to that.
Yeah, they
And
gotta.
one of the things you mentioned, also, I think it's nothing wrong to, as a Black business, but also expanding to the other the other ethnicities in business as well, because
Absolutely.
just by our numbers game, we're only 13%. So I think we sometimes maybe shoot ourselves in the foot. You're looking to get it. I mean, you try to capture 85% of the market, not 50%. So I know for me, one of the things we try to do, I've tried to do over the years is I've actually worked with some other guys of other ethnicities, and that's to open up them other streams of opportunity in business. And that's just, frank. So I think I know it's a big kick now, but I think also moving forward, we don't need to always just say, hey, we're Black small business, Black small business. We need to say we're just business.
Right.
We're just business. I mean, because it could be a Caucasian guy or Asian guy that gives you your biggest contract.
Oh,
And if they feel like
but
if they feel it's a Black thing, you may not get that business.
and actually, that's where your big contracts will come from. Until we
Right.
get to that point where we can actually offer that, that is where your big contracts will come from. It will
Right.
come from those companies who are well sustained, well stabilized, and who have been in the market for a period of time where they can offer that. We're not
Right.
at that point yet. Like we're
Right.
not at that point, just like you said, on a in the numbers game enough to produce that. But what I will say is it lets me know that even though that 13% is a small number, It's a
Right.
large number in the sense that I have come
Yes.
across, like we have no idea who's out there. The
Right.
big thing about us is the fact that we're not talked about enough. We're not doing enough networking. We're not
Right.
bringing us to the forefront enough to know about who is where. And so for me, like I said, the most rewarding thing was to see, oh my gosh, how many of us are actually out here. And there's a
Right.
lot. And to also be able to have some time to inspire them. So to
Right.
see you is an inspiration for another business owner
Thank
to look and say, oh my God, he's doing this. And not only that, you've been doing this since 1998. Whatever that start was, here it is 22 years later. And
I know, a long time.
yeah, you're still in business. But we need to see more of that it's not an overnight success. Okay.
No,
So it doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to be easy. You're not making big money quick, and you ain't living in the big MTV house right away.
Right.
It does not happen like that. And so for me, I don't count it robbery that there's so many of us being in the Own It magazine. That's fine. I'm good.
Right.
Because like I said, I do coaching and development across industries. But what I am seeing is an opportunity to let them know, to let small business owners know that we appreciate you, we support you, to get you out front, because you do have to become competitive at some point. So
Right.
a lot of what I do in coaching is to teach them to transform your thinking from an entrepreneurial perspective to a CEO perspective, because the CEO
Right.
status is what's going to take you into an enterprise, right?
Right.
You
That's
know,
correct.
entrepreneurship is going to keep you hustling. We need
Right.
you to transform your mind into a CEO ship.
Yeah,
And
scale up. Yeah.
yeah. So that way you understand how business really works and how you can sustain yourself, and how you can ultimately, if that's your goal, to live in the big, nice house and to drive whatever, you got to do the work. You got to do the work, and you got to get the exposure, and you got to get out there. And so that's why I don't count it robbery. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's whosoever will, let them come up. Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, I agree.
I'm so excited. It's been a pleasure. And I told you this 30 minutes goes by so fast.
Yeah, it does.
It goes by so fast. And so, Damian, I want to just thank you so much for taking time. I know this is the holiday season. I'm wishing you all the best to finish this couple of weeks. What we got? 2 weeks left of the year.
Right.
To finish it off strong, and prosperity in 2021, new contracts, new deals, new clientele, all that good stuff.
Same to you as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. You take care and be blessed. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. My name again is Marissa Bludorn. I'm the CEO of TCS Consulting, LLC. You have just finished interviewing with Smith Enterprises, which is a printing company here in the New Jersey area. And so we were excited to have him on tonight. You can always, if you missed out on the beginning of the show, we are on YouTube as well as Facebook Live, and also BlogTalk Radio. And I'm not sure if the link for the BlogTalk Radio is here, but we could always post it later. And so anyway, it's TCS and Own It. So you can go to BlogTalk Radio, TCS and Own It, and hear the audio version of the interview there. Again, we have been supporting Black-owned businesses towards the end of this year, and just helping them to promote what they do. We have a pop-up schedule for tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., I believe it is. And then we may have one on Wednesday. It just really depends on how our businesses are doing, if they're available or not to do the pop-up. We've had some really good products on, a lot of products, candles, Diamis, Better Butters was on with us, Amaros was on with us this past Friday. It was very, very quality products for your hair, quality products for your skin, and candles. I can't wait to get my candle. My daughter blessed me, and she ordered me a candle from Diamis, and she also ordered from Amaros as well. And so we want to just thank you for doing business with our pop-ups. And so without further ado, I just want to say thank you for chiming in with us tonight. And if for those of you who I don't see, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that jazz. And just stay safe. Wear your mask over your nose, people. Some people are walking around and mask underneath their nose. Come on, put your mask completely over your face. I don't like wearing them things. I just don't. I don't like wearing them. But you know what? I want this to be over with. I want it to be over with. I want to respect other people. Everybody is not, some people are really scared, and, are really afraid. And so just because maybe some of us are not so afraid, we still have to respect other people. And so please put on your mask. Please, just do the right thing. And then also at the end of the day, just because you think you're invincible doesn't mean you're invincible. We want you to stay healthy during this holiday season and beyond. Psalms 91, we decree long life, just behave and put the mask on. I got to do it. You got to do it. So put your mask on, love your family and friends. This is the time of year we should just be appreciative of those who are in our lives. No more drama, as Mary J says, no more drama, just love, operate in love. The greatest gift of all during this season and beyond is that we love each other and that we respect each other's differences, and we move forward for the sake of peace and harmony with each and every one of us. So enjoy your friends and family. Do it via Zoom, do Duo, whatever you got to do. We're going to have a Christmas Eve party at my house, but we're doing it via Zoom. So, enjoy your friends and family, and love you so very much. Thank you for chiming in and me rattling on. Be blessed and take center stage and own it. Life, career, business. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.